What is up, my legends? Scion, we're back, and what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about account progress, what I'm doing going up until the collab as well. This is kind of like a secondary to the other video. So as far as my account, all right. So I have a lot of characters that kind of like in flux. I probably will never use Destina and Xeno, so they're just kind of like here, but we have my DN, and this is where she is at right now. I have Sigrid, who I no longer would use as well. I wish, even though I like Destina, I would take back, like if I could recall Destina, I would recall Destina and Sigrid, and I would give Wren Destina stuff. My Sigrid, I would probably do either Damiel or Sermia, like just to give, because I just, with Soul coming, I don't know how Soul is going to end up, so I'm just not going to do that. And my Balana, who, Balana really, she's kind of like fine as she is. I kind of don't need to do too much for her other than like maybe upgrade her ring, necklace, and boots. That's about it. But that's easier said than done the way that this game does loot. Tamarin is kind of like the same thing. The right side needs to be fixed. Left side is actually pretty good. And I just need to max out Celestine, which manages to all come out from summons. Like I never use any powder shot for Celestine. It's just that was all summons, and not that I wanted that to happen. It's just that that's what happened. My Luna is my Luna right here. I just need to finish Hellcutter, and then change this to critical the critical damage. And like I told you guys before, I tested, and Luna actually works better with Hellcutter than she does with Joker. I don't know why, but she just does. Her damage is fluctuating with her S1, and it kind of does that with her S3. And I noticed that she more consistently does 20 to 30,000 damage with Hellcutter than compared to me using Joker, even on higher HP bosses. It's too inconsistent for me to be relying on that, and I need her to do steady damage for what she does. So once I reverse that necklace, I'm kind of not worried about the secondary passive. Maybe if I can get some hit pieces, and then maybe I can then worry about that 85 hit pieces. But other than that, she's fine the way she is. She'll probably go up to like maybe 70k when I fix that and get a better chest piece as well. I would rather have since she's not a speed character anyway, I'm not using her as speed. Just raw DPS, and then maybe use somebody else to increase her speed. But since I'm not doing that, then what I would like, I wish I can just change out the speed to not attack, because attack isn't gonna go on that. Crit damage, critical. But yeah. Says I'm redoing his gear currently right now, so Says is pretty much gonna go back to his attack. Actually, Luna has Says gear, so I'm just redoing his gear over again. I haven't used him in a while. Yuna as well. Yuna just kind of like sits there. I might use her in PvP, but for right now, I took all the gear off of her. Charles is a fun unit in PvP. Like, I'm never changing this because he is so much fun in PvP. The best I could probably do is just fix his fix all of this, like maybe get this to 85 and get this to 85. That's it, and then start upgrading his virtual sword. Like he's literally like my PvP MVP. Like he just wrecks people. It's so funny. If I can somehow get more HP on him with the ring and necklace, then that'd be even better. He's so fun to use. Like he literally made this game for me, because I was at a point where I was like, bro, I don't even want to play anymore. It's not fun anymore. Like, we're just doing the same shit all the time. But Charles alone makes this game fun for me. Same thing with Cecilia. Cecilia is actually pretty fun in PvP too. I have both Charles and Cecilia in my Guild Wars team, and on defense they hardly ever lose. And then on top of that, I got her like 20k HP right now. Like, she's just really good right now. I need a better artifact for her, but for now, if I could, I would give the ritual Evers to her too, but I'm just gonna use that for now, like just for her to get her back healing every round, because it's just ridiculous. Recovers health equal to 16% of the caster's attack. Her attack is, but that's the best I have for her right now, because I have other artifacts in other places. This is my Coley. My Coley, I need to do something about her crit. Right now, in the future, I am actually gonna take this off because she doesn't need this really. But there's something else I want to put on her, but this is where she's at right now. This is actually makeshift gear. This is leftover gear from all over places, so she definitely needs better stuff, and she's really not ready for prime time. I have no effectiveness on her. Her crit is too low. Her speed is 225 though, which is cool, but as you know, I need to do better. I just need to do better on her. That's why I don't really use her in PvP right now. And she's at a good speed right now, and I like that. So we'll figure it out forward. And I need to get the 6-star on her. The Sorilla is just for the memes. She's just here for the memes. I don't really use her. Irene is pretty much for Wyvern 11. That's pretty much all she does. If I somehow lose characters in Guild War, then she's a good replacement, but she's just straight up for Wyvern. Hazel, I do not use at all. Marina, I don't use at all, even though I do have this gear sitting there on her. I just was messing around with it, but I don't use her. Bask is for Wyvern. He'd be good, almost up to 20k for that. Sirmia. Now, Sirmia, I actually want to actually get around using. I probably will. It'll probably be after the collab, because like I said, I still want to wait and see what's going on with Soul, if he's actually going to be good. And I don't want to just have it won't be any point to have that many fire units. I'm trying to avoid overtaxing myself with certain elements the same way I did with ice, but even though I didn't have a choice, and I have her piece ready right here as well, so when I actually do put her at 6-star, I can just use that. We have Violet sitting here who just doesn't get any run. I would like to eventually use him and use him in Guild War. That would be really great, but for right now it's whatever. Ludwig, he just kind of sits here. You can go cleave with Ludwig, but I've noticed that a lot of teams actually counter. There's a lot of people all of a sudden with Haruto out of nowhere in PvP, and I'm like, I may not want to do that. Araminthia, with ML Araminthia, I was going to, until I saw ML Araminthia, and she's better in every freaking way than this Araminthia, so she'll probably never get used, but she'll be locked because there's no reason to father her. This recently got haste. There won't be any time for haste, unfortunately. He's gonna actually be here for a while too. It'll probably be after Sirmia. However, if Soul is good in the collab, then I won't upgrade Sirmia at all. So these pieces will probably sit here forever. And then I'll go straight to haste, to be honest with you, because I really want to use him. Ravi will probably never get used. I'm sorry, Ravi fans. Ball will probably never get used too. Sorry, Ball. Charlotte will get used. I eventually want to actually use Charlotte and Vildred. I don't. You see, I already have makeshift gear on him. I want to get around to actually using him too. And Damio, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm so sorry, Damio. I don't know what I'm gonna do about you, because I just don't. It's unfortunate. I do have Angelica. Angelica is gonna pretty much, she really is for me just for Wyvern. That's all she really does is just for Wyvern. She could have better gear, but it's not something that I'm particularly trying that hard to do. She just needs to keep Bask alive for Karine. long enough for Kyrene and Luna to kill the Wyvern. That's really all her job is. And we have Wren, who, even though she's my rep hero and I love her to death, I just don't have any resources for her or any reason to do anything with her right now, even though she's a waifu, even though they wouldn't put a freaking bleached version of her in the game that's old effing P. But no, I still like this version better as far as character design. I don't know why they did that. That is weird. And then in the hindsight, they make like the Caucasian and like the light-skinned white characters into dark characters, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand the like what's going. Like, it's weird, but whatever. All right, so you see, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. 15 father waiting. Now we don't know. One character might be free, and then he might have like challenge parts and stuff like that. So then I might not need that much, and I can put the father somewhere else. But I'm definitely gonna need 10 in the least. So we're all said and done and set with that. So what I suggest to do from here is, if you have any characters that you need to get the 4 or 5 star, do it now, because we're in a light zone right now. You don't really have to pull for anything. You don't have anything else to do. However, if you don't want to do that and your character's fine, you're just waiting on the collab characters, there is something else that you can do. Most of us in the game who are not whaling need gold. It's just an inevitability, and what I suggest from here is farm it. And how you do that is we have to do events right now. We have to get our daily stuff out the way. Speaking of which, and the game kicked me out as soon as I clicked this banner, but it's fine. We're back. All right. So speaking of which, you have the spring warm up. Make sure you do this, because why not? You see, you have gold right here, and you see I've been pushing towards it. I still have to finish it. I haven't done adventure. I was in arena, like having a little bit of fun with that, trying different teams, seeing what I can get away with. And my Coley is faster than a lot of people, but she just needs to just be better. All right, so let's go ahead and go in here and get this coin, because we need coin. We need bookmarks too. We'll get to that eventually. We'll get to all of it eventually, but just want to knock it all out, and then I'll just get that as well. And then once again, when you go down to the bottom, you can put your K's in. You see, I'm missing just the one right there. Get the Giga Phantasm and that more Agora. I wish they give you more Agoras. Like, give us like 3 or 4 more Agoras or something like that. That'd be kind of nice. Kinda. All right. So what I would do from here, if I was you guys, is I wouldn't worry that much about upgrading that much more unless you have something that you want to beat. Personally, what you should do is just go in and transmission anything that you don't need. Star. So like all of this stuff right here, just start transmissioning it and getting gold, like where you need it, where you see fit, because characters like that are probably gonna be thrown at us, like those 3 characters, and you're gonna have to upgrade them. And me personally, right now, that 2.3 million gold ain't enough to be upgrading the characters, especially if I'm gonna need to get them gear on and put pieces of gear together. You're probably gonna need more, like around 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million gold. So what I'm personally doing right now is I'm stopping all upgrading. I've got enough fodder and all that type of stuff already. Wherever my characters are just gonna be where they are for now until we get through with this collab stuff and everything like that. I'm just gonna turn around and start building gold from here. All the rest of the resources are gonna build on. My Skystone is just going up on its own because I'm not spending it. And you getting any type of more agora and or the father dogs and anything else, like just save them and just get rid of all the rest of your stuff, like all the gear that you pick up. Start selling the gear and start building your gold stash because you're gonna need the gold for upgrades. Well, and this is kind of like a smarter, not harder. Yes, if I wanted to, I can just pay for it, but why should I go and waste money if I can just show some gaming skill and play properly? Like, there's no reason to be lazy just because you can spend. Like, that's just wasteful. You can spend money on something else. Like, go have fun, go on vacation or something like that. Don't spend it on the video game if you don't have to, or if you need to actually spend, which is coming up with the collab, and you want to get full imprints on the collab. Then you have to just worry about money on the collab. Then you don't have to worry about like damn amount of gold I can't upgrade or something like that. It's just working smarter. It's proper gaming. To be honest with you, I'm never gonna tell you to spend wastefully like that. Like, this proper gaming, and that's basically what I'm doing right now. Now, there will probably not be a Sunday video because I pretty much showed you what I'm doing, and it's not going to change tomorrow unless something magically happens that I need to report in the game. There won't be a Sunday video, but there will be a Monday video because I actually have something to show for that. But if I don't see you in Epic 7 until Monday, have a great weekend. I hope, if you're going to be summoning, which I strongly suggest you not, unless you need haste or kin, good luck. Because I always want everybody. I like to see in the comment section somebody said, "Hey, I was watching you and I got this character." Or, "I was watching your stream and I got this character." You good luck. I love that type of stuff because gacha games, nothing is given, and I think people kind of get the misconception of that. Let me break it down for you guys. In the history of gacha, summon videos are supposed to be rare. In every video game, there's no video game where you're actually technically supposed to be summoning all the time. Like, we're not supposed to be summoning every week like that. That costs actual money to do that. And I think what happened with Epic 7 is because it was so popular, people were pressured to actually do summon videos. But summon videos are technically supposed to be rare because it's a gacha game and you're actually gambling. You're gambling. So summon videos were never supposed to be like just like the main thing that's supposed to happen in gacha community, because it's based off of rarity and whatever else. And you can kind of like fake it a little bit, and that's kind of what was happening with the with all of this right now, with the whole account sharing, and that's actually faking it. Because it's not actually you, it's not actually your account. You're taking somebody else's account and doing it. And that gives it a false sense of that you're supposed to be summoning every week. And that puts pressure on people to think that they're supposed to be summoning every week. And yes, it does encourage people to spend, but those people would have spent anyway, to be honest with you, because they're going to see the summon videos. They're going to see, like, you can just go into Epic 7 and Google. It happens in every other game. So people to think, they say, "Oh, well, the summon videos will encourage people to spend." People are going to spend regardless. I don't know why the community got it in its head that needed to happen for people to spend money in the summon. Because if you look at every other game that doesn't have account sharing and people summon on type, they still spending. There's still videos up showing that. Some of the most popular gacha YouTubers still have maybe once a week or something like that, but it's them summoning, not them using somebody else's account, and people still spend money. Like D-Free, for those of you who watch D-Free like that, he still has summon videos, and people come in there like, "Bro, I gotta go summon," or something like that. It's like in every game. So don't think that the lack of that is going to suddenly make people not spend money, because that is completely a lie and false. Because if somebody got it and they're gonna want a character and the character look hot, you think next week people gonna be worrying about the lack of summon videos when this collab come out? Epic 7 about to make bank. Epic 7 is about to make bank. They're gonna go straight to the #1 on the Google App Store as far as gross money. Straight to #1. This game will never falter off of that. It will falter off of silly things like having gear pack being open for 24/7. Like something like that will make Epic 7 falter, but not from the lack of summon videos. That's not gonna happen. And if anybody quits basically off that, another YouTuber is just going to come up in their place and take their spot for that. So like I see people saying, well, I'm going to quit the game now because I can't do. I was like, I'm sitting there like, well, some next person is just going to come up and make a video and hopefully be able to edit and make a good video and just take your place. So I don't know why people get it in their head or get egos to think that a game actually needs them. A game doesn't need anybody, because YouTubers are always going to come out and actually, there's going to be YouTubers all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's neither here nor there, and no one YouTuber is going to dictate that. It's just content creators are going to be around. So if I stop doing it, somebody's just going to take my place. If anybody starts doing it, somebody's going to take my place. So take their place rather. So it's neither here nor there. Like, there's always somebody who's going to cover the game. The game is good, and this game is good. The game is very good, and I think people take that for granted and think that the game is like just all about the summons. Like, if you really think that Epic 7 is all about the summons, then you just should stop playing Epic 7, because this is all hand-drawn art in front of you right now. All these characters, people spent a lot of time on this, a lot of programming on this. This game is actually really well programmed, where I see people complain and get mad when it goes down. Like, every video game goes down eventually. That doesn't make the game crap. That means that something went wrong. Computers are not infallible and work 100% of the time. Something's going to happen. Your computer doesn't work 100% of the time. My new computer that I just got doesn't work 100% of the time. It's blue screen twice. Like, it happens. So just learn to have a little bit of patience and stop just raging out whenever you see something that's not your way, and then like, well, I'm mad, I'm going home. I don't care, this game sucks. Like, why are you doing this and everything else? Like, Epic 7 is going to be fine if you're here or if you're not here. That's just the reality of the situation. So, see you guys Monday. Hope you get all the summons that you want. Hope I entertained you, because that's just what I'm trying to do out here. We're trying to be entertaining, and I'm trying to do it multiple ways. We can have a summon video one way, we can have a talk video like this one was about. This was like a talk slash methods on what I'm doing and showing my account. Like, I combine 3 different video topics into one video because I don't like making multiple videos like that. Like, this could have been 3 different videos, but I feel that it saves you, the person who's watching me, time if I give you all the information at once and we just not do a video on Sunday. You guys can go do something else, because I'm not money wise, it does make me more money, but I rather have you enjoy yourself and save time. So enjoy yourself, have a good weekend, be legendary.